Hello, you're just in time for the start of a brand new series of Ask Aspel, and thank you for all your letters. Well, you're one. I'll be showing your requests in just a minute, but before that I'd like to introduce you to my very special guest this afternoon. Of course, you all know who it is. Luke Skywalker, alias Mark Hamill. Welcome to the programme, Mark.
Thank you, Mike.
Bit like a little space capsule in here. Do you feel at home?
Very much. All the gizmos and technology.
Mark, let's talk about you for a change. A large family. You were one of 7, weren't you?
Right. I have 2 older sisters and an older brother, and 2 younger sisters and a younger brother.
Are you the only one in this business?
Yes, I am. I have my older brother's a doctor. My older sister's studying to be a veterinarian, and I have another sister who works with mentally retarded children, and another sister who's a housewife, and they're all very, very different.
And your father was a naval captain.
That's right. So I moved around a lot in the United States, and I wound up going to Japan for the last 2 years of high school, Yokohama High, Yo-High.
Still got a few Japanese phrases, have you?
A little, yeah. I've lost a lot of it, but since I've gone back, you pick it up again.
You did a lot of television work, didn't you, in the early days? Things like Coronation Street.
Well, it's sort of the American version of Coronation Street. I did 51 episodes of an American soap opera, but really it was a matter of trying to get any experience I could. So I did a lot of college theater. I was a theater arts major for 2 years, and I was in a repertory company for 3 seasons, recreating Elizabethan Renaissance period. So a lot of Molière, a lot of Shakespeare, anything that came along, really.
So from Shakespeare, you whizzed ahead to your first film role, to Star Wars.
Yes.
And you had to do a lot of, particularly for this latest film, you've had to learn a lot of special skills, a lot of grueling stunts you've had to do. What sort of stuff did you have to learn?
Well, in The Empire Strikes Back, it's such a physical ordeal for my character, and I eventually, as we saw in the little film clip, confront the Dark Lord, and I have to look like an expert swordsman, which I'm not. So for 4.5 months before we started filming, I started 5 days a week with karate, kendo, which is Japanese sword play. I did some weightlifting, and I took fencing. But I have to, give credit where credit's due, and the British stuntmen, Peter Diamond, Colin Skeeping, and Bob Anderson did a fantastic job because they couldn't double me, really. I mean, Darth Vader has a helmet on, so they were able to use an Olympic fencing champion, but they're the ones that really make you look good.
But as you all the way through, there were no stand-ins in that stuff.
Absolutely.
There was a lot of talk, a lot of stuff written in the press about a terrible accident that you survived. Those reports were exaggerated, I believe.
Oh, yeah. In early '77, before the film came out, my car skidded and I broke my nose against the steering wheel. And it was sort of forgotten. They set the nose, and the movie came out. Nobody noticed, that there was anything wrong. And I never really thought about it. And over the period of years, it's built up into having my face reconstructed with plastic surgery.
But it wasn't really too bad, and you are really as you seem. Well, that's a reassuring bit.